Growing older is something we all must face, but what truly frightens most people is not weaker muscles or fading eyesight. The real fear lies in losing our mental clarity, forgetting names, losing memories, or even failing to recognize loved ones. This silent decline can feel more terrifying than any physical limitation. In recent years, cognitive disorders such as dementia and Alzheimer's disease have become increasingly common. What makes this even more alarming is that the damage often begins quietly long before symptoms appear. Many people assume memory loss is simply a natural part of aging, but science tells us a different story. Research shows that our daily habits, especially what we eat, play a powerful role in determining brain health. Some foods nourish the brain, while others slowly damage it over time. The most dangerous part is that these harmful foods are often things we eat every day without thinking twice. Understanding these risks is the first step toward protecting your brain. Because the truth is simple, if you take action early, you can significantly reduce your chances of cognitive decline and maintain a sharp, active mind well into old age. Among the many hidden threats to brain health, aluminum stands out as one of the most dangerous. Unlike essential minerals, aluminum has no beneficial role in the human body. In small amounts, the body can eliminate it, but when intake becomes excessive, it begins to accumulate, especially in the brain. Once aluminum settles in the brain, it can gradually damage nerve cells. It interferes with communication between neurons, causing them to become tangled and dysfunctional. Over time, this disruption leads to memory loss, slower thinking, and confusion, key symptoms associated with dementia. Scientific studies have revealed a shocking fact: the concentration of aluminum in the brains of individuals with Alzheimer's disease can be several times higher, sometimes up to 30 times than in healthy individuals. This clearly shows how harmful long-term exposure can be. The concerning part is that aluminum is not rare. It is often hidden in everyday foods. Fried dough sticks certain types of noodles with an unusually chewy texture, and many processed snacks may contain aluminum-based additives. Even improper heating methods, such as microwaving milk in paper cartons with aluminum lining, can increase exposure. While aluminum cookware is generally safe under normal use, cooking acidic foods or storing food for long periods in such containers can cause aluminum to leach into meals. Being aware of these hidden sources is essential. Reducing aluminum intake is one of the simplest yet most powerful steps you can take to protect your brain. Now that we understand one of the biggest hidden threats, let's look at 3 common types of food that can quietly damage your brain over time. First, preserved eggs, also known as century eggs, are a favorite dish for many people due to their unique flavor. However, during traditional processing, certain chemicals and even trace heavy metals may be used. Over time, these substances can seep into the egg. While occasional consumption may not be harmful, frequent intake can expose the brain to toxic compounds that may accelerate cognitive decline. Second, organ meats, such as liver, kidneys, and intestines, are widely enjoyed, especially in rich and flavorful dishes. Although they contain nutrients like iron and vitamins, they are also high in cholesterol. When consumed excessively, they can contribute to the buildup of plaque in blood vessels. This process, known as atherosclerosis, restricts blood flow to the brain. When the brain does not receive enough oxygen and nutrients, its function gradually weakens, increasing the risk of memory loss and stroke. Third, foods high in trans fats are perhaps the most dangerous of all. These include fried snacks, baked goods, margarine-based products, and many fast foods. Trans fats raise harmful cholesterol levels while lowering the good kind. They also trigger inflammation in blood vessels, damaging the delicate network that supplies the brain. The result is reduced blood flow, less oxygen delivery, and gradual brain cell damage. Over time, this creates the perfect conditions for cognitive decline. If you want to protect your brain long-term, reducing or avoiding these foods is not just a good idea, it is essential. Now that we've uncovered harmful foods, it's time to look at something even more dangerous: daily habits that seem harmless but slowly damage your brain over time. First, eating meat the wrong way. Many people are confused. Some say eating meat is unhealthy, while others warn against not eating enough. The truth lies in balance. Research shows that consuming large amounts of processed meats, such as sausages, bacon, smoked meats, and canned products, can significantly increase the risk of cognitive decline. These foods are often loaded with salt preservatives and chemical additives that accelerate aging in blood vessels, including those that supply the brain. However, completely avoiding meat is not the solution either. A lack of protein, especially in older adults, can lead to malnutrition and further increase the risk of brain degeneration. The key is to choose high-quality, unprocessed sources, like fish, chicken, and fresh lean meats, and consume them in moderate portions. Second, overusing food additives in cooking. Modern kitchens are filled with artificial seasonings, sweeteners, and flavor enhancers. While they may improve taste, excessive use over long periods can introduce harmful chemicals into the body. These compounds may gradually affect the brain's sensitive tissues. A better approach is to return to natural ingredients: garlic, ginger herbs, and spices, which not only enhance flavor, but also support overall health. Third, completely avoiding carbohydrates. Many people fear carbs due to concerns about blood sugar or weight gain, but the brain relies heavily on glucose, which comes primarily from carbohydrates. Without enough fuel, the brain struggles to function properly, leading to fatigue, poor concentration, and slower reactions. Instead of cutting carbs, entirely choose healthier options like whole grains, oats, and legumes to maintain stable energy and support brain health. After learning what to avoid, let's shift focus to foods that actively nourish and protect your brain. These are simple, accessible choices that can make a significant difference over time. First, eggs. Often, underestimated eggs are one of the most powerful brain-supporting foods. The yolk is rich in lecithin, a key component in the production of neurotransmitters chemicals that allow brain cells to communicate effectively. This directly supports memory learning and overall cognitive function. For most healthy individuals, consuming 1 to 2 eggs per day is both safe and beneficial. Second, soy products, especially tofu skin. Soybeans are known as a nutritional powerhouse, and their processed forms can be even more beneficial. Tofu skin contains high levels of plant-based protein and lecithin, along with fiber and essential vitamin. It provides balanced nutrition that supports both brain and body without the drawbacks of excessive animal fat. Third, dark leafy greens, such as amaranth, spinach, and bok choy. These vegetables are rich in folic acid, a nutrient strongly linked to the prevention of cognitive decline. Folic acid helps reduce harmful compounds in the body that can damage brain cells. To preserve these nutrients, it's best to cook these vegetables lightly quick. Stir-frying or steaming is ideal. Finally, fish, especially fatty fish. Fish is an excellent source of high-quality protein and omega-3 fatty acids, particularly DHA, which is often called brain gold. DHA plays a crucial role in maintaining brain structure and slowing down age-related decline. Regular consumption of fish can significantly improve memory and cognitive performance. Incorporating these foods into your daily diet is a simple yet powerful step toward keeping your brain sharp and resilient for years to come. Beyond food, your daily lifestyle plays an equally important role in protecting your brain. In fact, small habits repeated every day can determine whether your mind stays sharp or slowly declines. First, keep your brain active. Just like muscles, the brain follows a simple rule: use it or lose it. When you stop challenging your mind, it begins to weaken over time. Activities such as reading, writing, solving puzzles, learning a new skill, or even playing games like chess can stimulate brain function and strengthen neural connection. The more you engage your brain, the more resilient it becomes. Second, maintain strong social connections. Humans are social beings, and isolation can have serious consequences on mental health. When people withdraw from social interaction, their emotional state often declines, which can negatively affect brain function. Regular conversations, meeting friends, or participating in community activities can help keep the mind active and emotionally balanced. Third, stay physically active. Exercise is not just for the body, it is also essential for the brain. Physical movement improves blood circulation, ensuring that the brain receives enough oxygen and nutrients. Simple activities like walking, stretching, or light exercise can significantly reduce the risk of cognitive decline. Consistency matters more than intensity. Finally, maintain a positive mindset. Chronic stress, anxiety, and negative emotions can trigger harmful chemical reactions in the body that damage brain cells over time. On the other hand, a calm and optimistic attitude supports overall brain health. Learning to manage stress, practicing gratitude, and staying emotionally balanced can act as powerful protection for your mind. Dementia is not an unavoidable part of aging. It is to a large extent preventable. The choices you make every day, from the food you eat to the habits you build, shape the future of your brain. You don't need drastic changes. Start small. Adjust your diet. Stay active. Keep learning, and surround yourself with positive energy. Over time, these simple actions can create a powerful impact. The most important step is to take action now. Don't wait until symptoms appear. Your brain health is something you build day by day. If you found this helpful, take a moment to commit to one small change today. And if you're ready to improve your health, type 1 inch the comments as a promise to yourself.